How are you?
Oh, we got the fucking camera.
Good morning, guys.
It's just expensive storage.
Not bad, right, Matt? Pretty good.
That's what gets you swole.
Yeah, it's good. Check out the view. This is the view I got in Boston. Pretty nice. 23rd floor. Alright, so the show is over, guys, and the competition season is actually done for me. So I'm finished, and I'll be going into a different phase. If you didn't know already, I am qualified for the Mr. Olympia, so I will be competing in December in Vegas. So that's what's next for me as far as competition-wise. I'm going to do a whole wrap-up video with Milos. I'm going to go downstairs and we're going to do that. But yeah, so we're going to kind of cover everything and just kind of fill you in on how everything went and our thoughts and what our game plan is moving forward. So I just want to say a big thank you guys for everyone who has supported me, messaging me on Instagram and, and my closer friends and stuff who texted me and messaged me. It means a lot. And yeah, it's been a crazy year so far. So lots in store, lots of cool things coming up. So I'm really excited to share that with you. I'm going to be vlogging it and bringing you guys along for the ride. So let's do this. Right now I'm just packing up my bags. It's an absolute disastrous mess in here, but getting it done, and I got to get checked out here for 2 o'clock, and then we're flying home back to Vegas at 6, and there's a bit of a time difference, so 3 hours. I think we land in Vegas around 9 o'clock. So I'm gonna go downstairs now, have that chat with Milos. We're gonna film it, and then grab something else to eat too before we head out. Super messy, but whatever. I'm just cleaning up now, but leaving. But here's what I do, guys. When I go to shows, I'm here in a hotel. Obviously, you've got like a little bar mini fridge, and you don't have cooking oven or anything. So pretty much what I do is on Amazon Prime, I'll order like a little pan, little single burner, and I'll have my rice cooker as well. Order the other essentials, a little cooking spray, oats, whatever you need. Usually I can use like Instacart, like leading into a show. If you're super tired, don't want to go to the grocery store, I'll just order Instacart. They pretty much just go shopping for you and bring the groceries right to your hotel room. So it's amazing. And like I said, 2 days before I leave to come to the competition, I'll order on Amazon Prime these things here. So like the rice cooker, spatulas, utensils, whatever you need, to cook, just so you have it, and you don't have to be freaking out once you land. Go to Walmart, get all that stuff. Maybe they don't have it, but Amazon Prime always got it. So yeah, just a little tip when you're going to do your competition, you can bring something like this, or you can just order it in advance if you're going international. So yeah. There we go, my iced coffee from Dunkin' Donuts, black. Check out these new jackets from Do You Even. They're legit poof jackets. I really like it. Yeah. Just pop that bicep out a little bit.
Yeah, anytime.
Yeah. All right, guys, we are here in the lobby hotel of the Sheraton in Boston, and the shows are over. So competition season was, we did the Arnold, and then we did Boston, and we are here now. We just had some breakfast, actually. I was down with manager Matt and Phil Heath, actually. So that was a really cool experience. He was sharing a lot of his knowledge and experiences coming up, and with me, and giving me some advice. So it was kind of cool. And then we just packed up. And we just packed up all of our stuff. When you are a bodybuilder and you go to shows, you got like crazy amount of stuff. So that took a while to pack, but now we're here, and we're just going to go over kind of like how the prep went overall. Right from finishing the season last year, while we did Egypt, Reno, and Prague. Really good, season there we had, and we were super happy with how that went. That was great. So
if I jump in, you did actual Olympia also right before, so there was 4 shows back to back. A lot of people would, of course, jump and tell you, oh, you need to rest, you need to break, and I was the first one to encourage you because I did 72 pro shows. Even though Dexter passed me, nobody did as many shows as I did in the period of time that I competed. So I don't see this as a burden, really. I don't. But I'm looking forward to this time that you're going to have for the Olympia. So everybody that is Regan's fan, I was the first one. I mean, I told him first. I took a picture with him as a fan. He didn't know even who I was. In 2017 at Olympia. And anyway, everybody expected a lot, and of course we expected a huge deal, but people have to understand, after these shows, right, you immediately went into like recovery mode. And you came back exactly December 13th. December 13th was
landed in Vegas.
Landed in Vegas.
December 13th.
December 13th. I made you actually even do that. I think it was a Saturday, so we did one workout that we called Day Zero.
We're gonna start Monday. We did a negative day. We did before the prep started, and
so we had
got right to it.
So much plans, obviously. Everything written up. But then what happens? 1 week later, 1 week, I got COVID, and I was training in Powerhouse Gym. I don't know if it's coincidence that everybody at Powerhouse was getting COVID with so many people. And
our photographer got COVID.
Photographer, the partners. I mean, there was possibilities for that. I didn't know initially if there was a COVID flu or a cold, and I told you I don't really feel good. It's okay, just come anyway. So I trained you a couple of days with the mask, and then the worst happened. So he got the COVID, and everybody that knows me, I started training back to be in shape, but I haven't been training for months because I am completely exhausted, fatigued, and this is that long lingering. COVID's crazy. Some people just get mild symptoms.
Couple days,
taste, what I smell, whatever. No, for me, I got first time it crushed me and
put us on our ass.
So what I saw with you, I mean, it really hit you super hard. And for people that would maybe make assumptions that Regan doesn't train hard and he's super motivated. He's super strong. I would encourage people to actually look what he does. I mean, pulling anything for back, you can pull the house. This is just crazy. I mean, your strength, shoulders, incredible, right? But as we start training, and someone just said that you are constantly smiling. You are the person that smiles from probably even in your sleep. That smile was all gone. And it was completely fatiguing every single workout. And I know, that you just come to the gym, went back home, strict diet. So initially, to make a difference from Reno show and Egypt, we needed to put a little bit more mass, right? So we didn't go strict with the caloric restriction right away, to give your body
the first 5 weeks we were trying to eat up,
to eat up a little bit and get some size, but the workouts were not intense. And I mean, I had a comments even from Jake Hotler that come to me and say, bro, I heard you're not training Regan as hard as you train some other people. And I said, I really couldn't, because you couldn't handle it. And there was such a fatigue factor in you that there was bothering me. Now, when we start dieting down, right, with the caloric restriction and the caloric deficit, you're supposed to get in shape much faster. But it was not happening. So what did you do? You go on keto diet, no carbs. Plan for 5 days, one day higher, and then a little bit more. But day after day after day, and I know that you're not cheating. I know that you're so strict, and I know that you're not doing anything else. It was not happening. So if you calculate, it was like 17 out of 25 days that you went 0 carbs.
0 carbs,
Yes. And the difference was just there.
So small with the changes that were happening. We were doing about an hour cardio. We were training
6 days a week.
Posing. There really wouldn't be much more you'd want to throw at the.
You see, as a coach, I'm always responsible for everything. Obviously, I'm privileged to be a coach. Obviously, I love your physique, and our project, Miss Olympia, is absolutely a project because I do believe it's going to happen. But this was, just about everything that could go wrong in this prep was going wrong, and your body was not coming to you. So even you say posing, you're supposed to pose much more, but you couldn't handle posing.
For sure. Yeah, like to go back real quick to the symptoms and getting sick and stuff. I mean, it was around 10 weeks out. I want to say, I think.
It was December 24th when I got it. So there was.
Okay, so when I landed, December 13th. So we had about 4 weeks, 3 or 4 weeks of training. That was pretty hard. Like we were going hard. Right?
December 24th to December 13th, like 11 days.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
So about 2 weeks we had. 2 weeks we.
I mean, we pushed it through.
No,
it was
do.
just like you were dying.
Like we never stop training intense. Like man, these workouts are no joke. Like I mean, you can see them a lot on your channel. You have pretty much all the workout videos. It was super raw, guys. So if you want to see like the videos with less edits and just see the full workout through, you can check out his channel, and you can see more of that. But when you got the sickness, this COVID hit so hard. I was in bedridden for at least 7 days. Like I couldn't even move. I probably should have went to the hospital at one point. I was not feeling good. Thing is, I'm in the States. I don't have the insurance like that. I have insurance, but it's just you just don't go. Unless you really, really, really got to go. But I just rest. Tomorrow, hopefully tomorrow will be better. But you wake up and you just have that feeling of like, you're going to go and it's not going to be, you're going to get a negative out of going, you need that rest. And, if that lingered, this COVID, whatever it is, really hits the respiratory system. And just like the whole body in general, you feel weaker, and it like attacks it feels like an infection in your body that just you're not functioning properly. The breathing, I would do one big set, and I would be like, I'd be hanging on the machine like gasping for air, like which is not normal. But the thing is we have this project, and we signed up for the Arnold, we got the invite, and we're not going to back down, and a lot of guys that I heard through this prep got the same thing, because this COVID was very, everyone was catching it, and they hit them very, very hard too, and they end up, backing out.
Hakeem Williams
Hakeem had the same thing.
Yeah, from COVID. The Rafael Brandao, right? From COVID.
Sick.
I know that surgeon one got to some
other stomach thing, but it could be related. The start of it, and for me, I wanted to see it through. We made this commitment, and I've never said I'm doing a show and not done it before. So for me, it was big to finish what we started. Hindsight, it was probably the toughest prep. I literally was just a robot. I mean, which I am always, but just more miserable. It's very, very difficult. When I usually love the process. I enjoy it. I wake up. I can barely sleep when I'm in prep because I just can't wait to wake up and get the day going. And this is like I was sleeping 10 hours. I never slept like that in a prep in my life, but my body needed it. And like I said, it happened around that 10-week out mark, I think, and it just lingered all the way. I still I'm feeling better now, but you know, with the pushing your body so hard, I need that break now. But we got through it, you know, and
I mean, there's also a discussion: is this damaging to train you with the high intensity during COVID? You know, severe COVID that you had. I do even remember when your mom asked you, "Is this dangerous to train?" You know, so you put that in perspective, right? It's just like we extremists. We go to the end. I've been there, done that. I've been. I would never cancel the show no matter what. And it crossed my mind, you know, a few times, even though talking to management, you should pull out of the show. But then the five guys pulled out, and it was like, oh my God.
I just can't.
So so with each day, like, okay, let's hopefully it's going to happen.
Try to stay positive, you know.
When Dennis Jam asked me, how is everything going? I said, it's going all over the place. I mean, you know, it's never been just some study that you can expect this or you expect that. So, I mean, the bottom line is, it's very disappointing, I'm sure, for many of Regan fans. But whoever knows anything about bodybuilding, you can see he improved, you know, in many master groups. In master groups, he's much bigger. I mean, people can realize the size when he's standing next to Steve Kuko, who is like 280, or maybe he was 285 last year when I talked to him. And you see, I mean, you hold your own. You were standing next to Brandon at Arnold Classic. So you see, the conditioning was not there. It was just, to begin with, you're not lean enough. You were not the paper thin skin like we managed to do
in Reno.
So it's one thing when you try to peak lean. And
much harder.
And this, because you want to compromise between, you know, this and that, and this just wasn't happening. Another thing that 15 minutes before you step on the stage, you did that video in the bathroom. And,
super weird. Super weird.
The only thing that
we're
happened.
We're talking about Boston here.
Yeah, Boston here.
Show.
You put only oil, and it was horrible. I mean, the Samson oil also. The things that he was not the same at the prejudging, like he was at Arnold or finals. He was exactly the same. You know, there was no changes, but the oil was, you know, messing it up.
So we get the tan, you know, like normal, but then backstage, guys, we use the, you know, some sort of muscle juice or something like this, and as soon whatever was used in the tan, and then this mixture, as soon as it was applied, it was like it went blotchy and sweaty right instantly. Like you didn't have to pose. It wasn't you know, you're out of shape from conditioning. It was happening to everybody, but for me it happened like really bad, and it looked like mud kind of all over my body. He came after when I got off the stage and went like on my back just like this, and you know, he could have sketched his name in my back. You know, it was disgusting. So,
but unfortunately, there's not a good experience, right? So you can always have it as a part of your life. That's part of your history, right? We jumped on this one, and
sorry, wait, we're not here. We're not on this video here to make excuses of you know the tan ruined. You know, we would have won if the tan was better. No, but
that's it.
But we know our place and the position that we hold. You know, where we are, and you know, I always. You know, I always think I either win or I learn. You know, and today
this Conor McGregor.
These last 2 weeks we you know, we learn, and it's been good. You know, it's honestly just take away positive, and you know, I think a lot of people think, you know, the placing I would get disappointed and down. You know, well, maybe just slightly, but I'm not going to let it affect me because I know we're in the trajectory of, you know, going up, and
it has to get you excited.
It really
does. I'm not going to say angry, right? But more motivated. Listen, life is like this. There's a lot of bumps on the road, and you know, if you you know, fall on the first bump and turn around and go back, you're never going to get anywhere in life. So. Your body is your body. You're most liked, you know, guy in the industry for a reason. Okay, the aesthetics that you have, I still think is the best in business. I was discussing this with a couple of other people. Yeah, there's a lot of aesthetic bodybuilders, right? But it's aesthetic bodybuilding. You have aesthetics that fits everybody. The bodybuilders, actual, usual, ordinary man, right? They say, oh, I want to look like that. So when somebody wants to look like that and you put enough size to match bodybuilders, muscle for muscle, that's going to be a very dangerous thing. So I said initially its project is 3 years. Of course, he's anxious to want to do it much sooner. You have a 27 years of age. Yeah, you've seen yesterday we were standing next to William Boniak, right?
Yeah.
And William is just like such a dense, matured, striated. It doesn't come from
Go to Milos's Instagram to check out that post.
Yeah.
It's his bicep. It's like the freakiest thing. It's crazy.
You have to actually touch it.
Yeah, it's like it go the from the shoulder to the bicep. It goes in like maybe an inch or two. Like it's crazy.
And the fiber upon fiber. It's
really cool.
But here for the fans, right? So, it's not failure. If anybody ever thinks it's failure, it was not what we wanted. You completed 2 shows. You show the heart anyway. I mean, when somebody moves from Canada all the way to Las Vegas, change his lifestyle completely and dedicate 24 hours a day for this, that they're serious. I can guarantee you, because of hang out with hundreds of pro bodybuilders, coach many of them. Regan realizes his potential and he's hungry for it. I mean, even when you showed me the picture of yesterday of back double biceps supposed to feel heat, which is incredible. Some people think the best ever. I still think the best is Ronnie Coleman. In the last spread, maybe Dorian can beat him, but the back double biceps, But you say, okay, you have a potential to beat it, and then I see it with the right progress. That would be. Quite possible. You are devastating from the back poses. Starting from calves, hamstring, glutes, back, shoulders, right? Everything is there. Your trademark hamstrings were not as visible this time, and that was like instantly apparent.
That's what Phil was saying. We're at the back. He showed me a picture. I mean, he just said I need to get shredded, like super shredded. I mean, that conditioning is what wins the shows. He's like, don't worry about the size. I mean, you need good size, but conditioning always trumps. Like that's the only reason. I mean, last year, we had 2 weeks in between Olympia and Reno, and you can't put on muscle. I mean, maybe like just fullness, and you can display it better. Show what you have better, and but we had that super good conditioning that just I actually was just like watched the video from it like yesterday, and I'm like shit, like wow, I was considerably more conditioned last year at those shows, and the hamstring, the lines coming through those.
Even glutes coming through. I mean, you didn't do much on glutes. I mean, but looking back now, never during this preparation you were even close to that. I mean, this is just okay. From a standpoint of what can we do? Can you go less carbs and 0? You can. And if I gave you 17 days, and I didn't plan 17 days. I planned, we did a normal 180, 150, this, and then, okay, it's not happening, let's go to 0. And I really was expecting that things would happen, but for whatever reason, it didn't. So what do you do? Give up right there? No? Okay, let's continue, and let's continue. And we tried a couple of things, but at no point, even when I loaded you up for that photo shoot with Jay Cutler and stuff, it just wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, I could see it there that, okay, you cannot step on the stage like that. No. And if this was, kind of tryout, and it didn't work that well, it's like, okay, we might be in trouble. And that's what happens. So no excuses, no compromises. You know, the next step.
Next step is Olympia.
We were going to go to train legs today, but you know, he says, okay, can you pass?
Yeah.
Is legs tomorrow?
Legs tomorrow, sure. Yeah, that'll be good actually.
Yeah.
Well, we've got to catch up. What time is it now? We've got our flight at like.
It's 2:51. But let's
flight at
touch
6, yeah.
touch the subject of Olympia now, right? Because
Yeah.
we have what 10 months?
9 months.
No,
I think.
9 months.
9 months. In our backyard.
9 months, yeah. I mean, you have some trips and obligations, you know, that you have to do, of course.
Got to go, overseas for in 1 week for about a week.
Yeah.
So I'll be there. I'll be
Back to
I'll be
Canada.
vlogging that, guys, and then back to Canada. I've got some things I gotta do for about 2 weeks max, probably, and then I'll be heading back to Vegas. So that's like the next 4 weeks.
Well, you know, everybody's going to say you need the rest, you need the rest. Yeah, I absolutely think you need the rest, you know, but you rest when you die. I mean, the contest is around the corner. So yesterday we were talking with Samson, right? And we talk about, you know, kind of things. I train 6 days a week, twice a day, right? And I told you that the story when 99 after competed in every show, Lee Heaney said, "Oh, you need to take a break, take a break." And then I forced myself to take a break, and I lost my drive and never came back.
Yeah.
You know, so I didn't want to go back to the gym. When I was competing, you said that you would wake up in the morning, be excited, and training was excitement and it was enjoyment.
Yeah.
And when it comes to chore and punishment, I mean, kind of many of the workouts that we did in this prep, I saw you coming kind of like for execution, and I'm executioner. I mean, that's how I felt.
Yeah. I was not feeling good.
Yeah.
I was, you know, not feeling good.
You didn't enjoy it.
Shit.
Yeah.
And it sucks. Like, you know, but that's the point where it kicks in, where it's, you know, you're running off discipline, you know, and the goal, you know, you got to take the steps to do what we got to do,
no matter what.
you know, no matter what. You're gonna feel like shit. You're gonna feel like shit. You got to do it. I just
It's we had
it's a crazy sport, man.
one step back, and you know, we're moving forward. So
And now Olympia, December, and we're gonna, you know, we'll do. We got lots in store, you know, coming up. You know, we'll shoot lots of different videos and whatnot, and keep you guys all in the loop, especially when we get back to Vegas. Lots of training, and
we're gonna have to do much more posing this time. I also got you off the hook. Okay, go home and pose. But with aesthetic physique like you, with the potential of so many aesthetic poses, which you explored a little bit on the stage,
a little bit more.
But it was not practice polished, and it was not at the level of professionalism that you need to display. Because if you plan to be number one in the world,
we'll have it for Olympia.
You have to be, you know, presenting yourself to the
fullest. Yeah. So.
Did you see the biceps?
Jeez, man! You ever seen such a big?
I was trying to push it during the interview. I don't know if it's in there.
That's funny. Geez. Okay. I mean, I'm excited for the Olympia come December. We don't have we just woke up pretty much, and we're down here in the lobby. We need some time, obviously, to make our plan moving forward, so we can't completely share exactly what we're going to be doing here in the next 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 2 months. But we're going to discuss that, and then we'll be sure to share it with you and bring you along for the ride, guys. So
one thing that actually we didn't have an off season. I mean, I always say, like, I don't even like the word off season. But a good thing that actually I learned it. You told me when I asked you so many times. if you're hungry.
Are
So
you
you say
hungry?
you're always hungry, and so if you do have that crazy appetite, I mean, then of course I'm going to explore that because
I can eat.
I actually think that your frame can hold so much more muscle, and most of the people have trouble eating. I mean, you even heard Samson saying yesterday, he can eat. Yeah. I mean, Max Charles can eat like a 2-year-old.
My God, I can eat.
You know, Max, I love you. Everybody knows that you don't like to eat. Yeah, but so you have that appetite, and that's a huge.
I've always had that.
It's a huge thing.
Yeah. No, I'm excited to ramp the food up. Get growing. Feel healthy, have fun, and continue the process. So. Overall, guys, it was a learning experience. We had as much fun as we could with these last 2 weeks, and it's experience and memories, that last for a lifetime. So
it was super stressful, and the one thing that many notice. You lost that shine in your eyes and smile because you knew where you were.
I know.
I mean, so you're catching up, and hoping for the best. But it just
I had kind of accepted, like where we were.
And
so,
everybody knows I love him like it's my own son. So I have even higher duties, because I have a responsibility of a coach to put the God-given world-class potential to the level of excellence he can achieve. And so of course, for me, everything like this would be considered failure, but I never consider failure.
No.
It's okay, you didn't deliver this time, we're going to go for the next.
Yeah, awesome.
All right?
All right, see you guys.
Yeah, easily.
Like Cabernet Franc,
Okay.
I used to work at a French restaurant.
Yeah. You have some Latino in you. Like, what is your
Bolivia.
Bolivia?
Olivia. Say hi.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gonna try it?
Filmmaker.
Yeah. Here's well,
Bodybuilder,
famous
YouTuber. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What do you do on YouTube?
Workouts,
Workouts.
bodybuilding, competitions.
Wine
I should be doing, but I don't.
Wine tasting.
I just sit at home.
Wine
with bread.
tasting, yeah, let's see.
Wine tasting.
Let's see if it's good. You good, Betty?
Yeah,
Come on, that is
Good.
expert,
Yeah.
right?
Very good? Yeah. Does the job?
You
Okay.
like that one?
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's it.
Bottle? Yeah. Be right back with that for you.
All right, cheers.
Alcoholics.
Better call Alcoholics Anonymous.
Yeah.
It's good for the heart.
Yeah, it's good for a hand.
That's actually really good. That's a good wine.
It's good.
And then I got this
Mole cola.
Italian
Senza
cola.
zucchero.
Yeah.
You ask? No sugar?
Coca-Cola, but from Italy.
Yeah.
Wow. Good. It's always better in a glass like that.
Yeah, it is.
That's why we bring the glass on the side in case people want to choose to pour it themselves,
So we're here at Italy. Oh wow.
I guess you don't need these
Looks
anymore.
good.
Enjoy.
Look at that. We're here at Italy. It's It's in the mall attached to the hotel before we head off to go to the airport back to Vegas. So we're catching something to eat, and this looks delicious. So all Italian food.
Bottle's open.
All right, thank you. What's your name?
Maria
Maria. Oh.
from
You know,
Bolivia.
yeah, but Maria is the most common name for women in the world.
Really?
Yeah. Mohammed is for
For men?
Yeah.
Well, my name is Maria del Cielo. So it's Maria from the sky or from the heavens, depending on how you
del cielo.
translate it. Yeah.
There you go.
I used to have Italian teachers in elementary school, and they would call me Maria del Cielo. And like, you know, I understood that's how you pronounce it in Italian and everything, but I was like, guys, I'm not a cello. Like, come on, I'm not an instrument. It's cielo.
So what do we have here?
Huh? All right, let's go around the board.
Just a quick.
So right here you have your mortadella. This is your finocchione, which is like a salami. This is your prosciutto cotto, which is a cooked prosciutto. This is your speck, and this is an aged prosciutto. Right here, like it goes from hardest to softest. This is your parmesan reggiano, your pecorino peccato, toma, and this one we just added today. I wrote a little note on it because I kept forgetting the name of it.
You should just name
Whatever
make
you
up the
want.
name.
Taleggio. Taleggio. And then this one is the burrata right there.
And then this-
You have some like grilled like bread. And then it's some cranberry jam that they make fresh in house every day. I mean, it varies on the fruits that they have available based on like the season, but right now we have cranberry.
Wow, it's delicious.
All right, amazing.
you.
Enjoy, guys. Cheers.
Thank you.
A little cheese action, a little meat.
That's a wild boar.
Wild boar.
Can you imagine this?
That
Wild
looks
boar.
like super fresh pasta.
Yeah.
And then
It's
serve that. Looks good too. Seafood.
yeah.
All right. The pink salt. Can't go without it.
You want it?
Yeah, I'll take a little bit.
Yeah. There you go.
All right. Let's dig in. It's gonna be good. Cheers.
All right. Have fun.
Here we go. First bite of the wild boar.
What time?
Yeah, I think so.
And for the first time, behind the camera, he's sipping and doesn't know what he's doing.
That's delicious.
Yeah?
Wow, yeah. If you're gonna have pasta, make it like that. That's good.
I don't know if to push.
Do you have anything for Leo? Huh? He says you're an alcoholic.
Yeah. Yeah, Leo.
Here, this one's
Yeah,
for
cheers.
you, buddy.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
Yeah. Avoid having, it's,
Yeah, exactly.
también.
Hey,
Hey.
how you doing? It is delicious. Wow.
I don't feel guilty eating this.
Bags are here. Oh, thank you, sir.
Oh, hi,
Oh,
vlog.
hello.
Hi, Regan.
The champion.
Bye.
The bikini champ, Boston Pro. Hey.
You got my jacket?
Hey.
Yeah, running.
Oh, we gotta go to the airport. Off to the airport.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
Are you ready to go to Vegas?
Ready to go to Vegas.
Yeah?
I was born ready.
Born ready.
We're gonna make it though.
What do you got there? A little iced tea?
A little bit.
A little bit of iced tea action?
For the digestion.
Yeah, I know. I know.
So many cookies. So many.
Fran's been
cookies.
eating pretty
So
good.
Marine.
Yeah, Marine.
And like Regan, he's still on the diet. Huh?
Yeah.
No, nothing but chicken and
Chicken and rice. Chicken and rice.
Chicken and rice. That's the way to do it.
That's it. That's it. Okay, off to the airport. With the Boston Pro bag.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right, so we're on the plane now. Just boarded, and we're heading to Vegas. Okay, so I'm gonna edit this video up right now, and then I'm gonna get it uploaded to so you get a couple snacks for the road.